Hello everyone, and welcome to FPL, mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2020-21 season. My name is Dan, and today, my fiance has brought me a cup of tea. Thank you. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Still a bit hot, like piping hot, so we'll leave that down here. We'll have that in a second. But today, you might have noticed by the hints that I've dropped on Twitter, on Instagram, on Discord maybe, that I am going to be doing the old triple captainship this game week, or at least that's the plan. That's my thinking. I've got my lineup in front of me. It's a bit wild, you know, when you're building towards a bench boost, there are some tricky decisions to be made, so you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys will be saying, why aren't you playing Son? Why aren't you playing Adams? Why are you not playing Martinez? Why are you not playing Calvert-Lewin? Well, you can't play them all. And all I can really do is pick the players I think are most likely to score, if I'm perfectly honest. And that's kind of what I've done. And that's just ended up being a lot of defenders. It really has been a lot of defenders. So let's say hello to see who have we got in the chat today. Let's start off with some members. Who have we got in member-wise? Sophie Watts, good morning. Badri, Jonathan Cruz there. Adam, Lef, Carthief, Mohit, or Badri there. Oh, Badri again. Chatty today. Ronan, and then we've got Mouldy, of course. And then we've just got a load of non-members as well. FPL, George, Siddharth, Salan, Mike, Saritha, Keith, David, Quirky and Madge. Loads of people in today, which is always really nice. But yes, it's an exciting game week because not only is it a double, but for me personally, it's going to be a triple. So yeah, hopefully this should be an interesting stream. I'm going to talk you through my team a little bit. I'm going to talk you through why I think this is a good move for me to triple. And yeah, hopefully it should be fun. And hopefully a few of the Discord gang are here as well. So any of you guys who are from the Discord server, big shout out to you guys as well. So yeah, if any of you guys want to join the Discord server, the link is of course in the description. There's, I think, almost 900 of us now in the server chatting away about FPL as we like to do. So we have had a super chat already, so let's get this. Let's have a look at that. Faded AU says, thoughts transferring Diaz and Son to me and Sterling. I mean, that's very good for this game week, but I think long term, that's probably not the best move. Diaz is he's training, so he is likely to play still. Still got a very good chance of playing. Son, although it's a bad fixture for him this game week, going forward, his fixtures do look really nice, and Son is the kind of player that we do want to be keeping in our team for the later game weeks coming up. You know, Son's got a really nice double game week, for example, in game week 26, so we would really want him for that. So it's kind of up to you. If you're happy to take players in and out, and take -4s and take risks like that, you know, fair enough. But I think that would be a pretty short-sighted move to do that, particularly if you're talking about taking a -4 there. So yeah, perhaps not, man. Perhaps not. Chris Freddy, sup Dan, great content, great work. When should we drop Salah? It's so difficult. This is like a question that is playing on my mind so much because it seems like we should be dropping Salah, right? Because he's not performing, he's not up to scratch. But it's so difficult to drop Salah. It really, really is, because he's just such a good player and he is going to pop up with returns now and again. It feels wrong to drop him, doesn't it? So I personally haven't got the confidence to drop Salah, particularly when we've got a double game week for him coming up in game week 26. I think when I hit my wild card in game week 30, I would have to have some serious thought of whether I keep Salah or not. And to be honest, if taking out Salah means you can upgrade your team in other ways that's going to look really positive, then fair enough. I think I would consider removing Salah, but it's not a priority for me right now, and you know, I'd have to be really, really confident in that move in order to make it, to be honest. So it's up to you. I think there is argument to say remove Salah because he's literally not proving value for money right now, and he's not a captain option anymore, which is, you know, when you pay the big bucks, you want your player to be a captain option at least. Well, there you go. Siddharth Patil says, how likely is Antonio to start? No one on my bench is fit to play. Would have to do a -4 to transfer in for me. I do think Antonio is likely to start. I do think he is. I think he's much more likely to start than he is to not start. So that's good news for Antonio owners. However, the issue is you kind of do have to have something on your bench fit to play. And there is argument to say Antonio maybe should be coming out of your team anyway in the near future, because he hasn't got a double game week 29. I don't know. Maybe you could consider removing him, but I do think he is going to start. So maybe just leave things as you are. But I would hope that I have something on my bench, to be honest. But maybe take the risk, roll the dice, and don't worry about that too much. I'm sure it'll be okay. Jonathan Cruz says, triple captain Gundo or Sterling. If I have both, I'd probably lean towards Sterling, to be honest. But I don't. I only have Gundogan, so I'm going to be going for, obviously, triple captain on Gundogan there. Flavius Vlasiou says, who to bench, Lacazette or Holdini? Holdini making it sound nice and Italian. He's got that Italian rock at the back, Cannavaro-esque type deal going on, hasn't he, Holding? May as well be Chiellini. Who would I bench out of those two, though? I mean, I would probably tend to back the attacker and go for Lacazette. I think that's probably what I would do. I mean, they're playing against Leeds. Leeds do concede a good goal or two, don't they? So, yeah, I would play Lacazette and put Holding on your bench there. That's what I would do, Flavio. So, yeah, good luck there, man. Is that Coke you're drinking? No, I've always have a blackcurrant squash. I will not leave. I say not leave the house, but I won't start a stream without a nice squash, just because it keeps my mouth nice and moist, so I can speak non-stop for up to 2 hours. Honestly, sometimes I end up streaming for 2 hours, don't I, guys? We can go on for some real time. That's worse. Trying to find the right position for my webcam. Sorry, guys. So, yeah. Alexa says, are you afraid of not starting Son? I tell you what, let's just go through my team quickly. I'll try and justify why I've changed it, because I have changed it since my team selection video, so I may as well talk about it a little bit. So, obviously my transfer was Ferguson out. Nathan Ferguson, the ever-injured, ever-present man in my team. He is gone. Ben Mee has come into my team. And I'm lining up with 5 at the back here. Cancelo and Stones are pretty obvious. So far against Sheffield United, I think that's a no-brainer as well. West Ham, one of the better defensive teams. Sheffield United, one of the least likely teams to score goals, so it's just this nice matchup. Chilwell against Newcastle. Newcastle, of course, without Wilson. And Newcastle just not offering much attacking threat anyway. Chilwell, do I think he's going to start? He might start. Alonso started in the cup, so maybe Chilwell comes in for this game. Maybe he doesn't. If he doesn't, that's fine. He'll just drop onto the bench. Hopefully he doesn't come off the bench for a 1-pointer. Fingers crossed. And then Ben Mee, that makes sense as well. So all 4 of those you would say is really obvious. Really just obvious choices. I've got another super chat here. Let's just try and grab that quickly. Before it disappears. I'll look at it on my phone because that'll be easier if I can. And then we'll go through the rest of my team because I do want to talk about it. I'm sure it will come up in a second. It's not appearing on my screen yet, unfortunately. It's okay. Let's talk. I'll read out the super chat in a second. We'll just carry on talking about my team. So, then you go into midfield, and it's a case of who do I choose out of the 5. Really, I mean, really, the only decision to be made, in my opinion, is play Rafinha or play Son. To me, it seems like, given the form, Rafinha and Son are about as good as each other right now. I don't know. Would you guys agree with that? On form, because Rafinha is playing the football of his life. Son is not exactly at the top of his form. In an individual game, if they're playing the same opponent, you would say Rafinha on form is probably near enough as good as Son is right now on form. So then, after that, when you say Rafinha and Son are roughly equal, you then look at the opponent. Okay, who's more likely to concede goals? Is it going to be Man City or is it going to be Arsenal? And to me, I say Arsenal. Arsenal have got Thomas Partey out. Maybe that doesn't make a huge difference. But I think Tierney's still out. There's gonna be problems brewing for Arsenal. So maybe it's because I'm an Arsenal fan and I just don't have full confidence in Arsenal. I just don't think. I just think that Arsenal are an easier opponent than Man City are. There's probably not a huge amount in it there in terms of defences. I know Man City have the much better defence, but Arsenal are, up there as one of the best defences in the league. Here we go. There's the super chat. XRDC says, is Pope the next best captain option after Gundogan? No, I don't think he is. I think the next best captain option is probably between Sterling and Gundogan for the best captain option for this game week, to be honest. Pope is a real risky captain that, because I'm doubled up with Ben Mee, I'm not really interested in captaining Pope, to be honest. But Pope is an interesting captain. I definitely do think that's an interesting one. And then aside from that, you can kind of look at Cancelo if you like. Who else? Maybe Bruno Fernandes at a push if you want to go for a single game week player. Obviously, that's kind of not something ideally that we'd like to do, but it's an option. And aside from that, out of double game week players, I don't know. It's really just Pope, Gundogan, Sterling, and Cancelo. I probably wouldn't be looking outside of those for the real solid captain picks. Chris Freddy has said bench Sofal or Rudiger. I think I would probably bench Sofal and play Rudiger, to be honest. Yeah, I do. Don't ask me why. No, it's just because Sheffield United have this annoying knack of getting random little goals in, don't they? Whereas I think Newcastle without Wilson is a team that is really, really, really going to struggle. It makes sense that team will really struggle because he is by far their best player, whether it's him on the ball, creating something, whether it's him on the ball, taking shots, being in the right places, whether he's dragging defenders away. Wilson adds so much to that Newcastle attack that without him, I worry for Newcastle's attack. And therefore, it makes sense that they would not be able to score goals. Unless, you've got Sam Maximan, Almiron, Willock going to step up. Maybe. It was positive last game for all three of those players. But I just think without Wilson, that's just a big loss. So maybe that's the one to target there. Although, Sofal more of a chance of attacking returns, you might say, potentially. Yeah, it's a tricky one out of those two, but I don't think there's one right answer, so don't worry about it too much. And then we've got 87, Sofal, Antonio, and Soucek. Choose 3. That's a tough one to pick from, to be honest. I would kind of be looking at Sofal and Soucek. Antonio is kind of touch and go. I'd probably still go for Antonio. Yeah, I'd go for the 3 West Ham guys and bench Son, I think. I think that's what I'd do. Like, I'm not too worried about benching Son this game week. I mean, I'm doing it personally. It's just Man City really are that good in defence. And, I'm taking a bit of a risk because I'm doubled up on Man City defence. I'm going all in on the Man City defence because I want to start taking some risks. As you guys know, I'm really going sort of risky mode. The Blubber King here says, hello again, mate. Top stuff as always. Shall I bring in Peters and Byrne or Lowton and Kilman, do you think? Bringing in Sterling for the captaincy. Wow, you're bringing in a lot of players, man. You're not taking too many -4s and stuff, are you? So, really, it's just a case... I mean, Kilman is not really likely to play very much. Is Byrne likely to? I'm not really sure why you're looking at Byrne, to be honest. That seems like a bit of a random one. Is it because he's cheap? How much is Byrne? Let me have a look. Because Byrne is... I've never spotted Byrne as someone who I would be looking to bring in. And I don't think he's going to get a double game week in either. So unless he's super cheap, with 4.2 million, so I'm guessing that's your budget there. Is there anyone better for 4.2 million in defence? Surely there is. I'm going to have a look now for you, man. Because that does not fill me with confidence, Dan Burn on the bench. Who else have we got? Well, okay, we got Jamal Lewis. We've got Jamal Lewis. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, go for Jamal Lewis instead. Yeah, go for Peters and Jamal Lewis. There you go. Sorted. But, you know, if you can expend 0.1 more million Blubber King, then I would recommend it, yeah, to get something like, you know, semi-decent. But anyway, thank you so much for all of those Super Chat, guys. All in a row. Very nice indeed. And I suppose we'll just carry on talking about my team before we move on to some triple captain stuff in general, and then we'll answer some of your guys' questions, and then we'll finish off, as we always do, with a nice long round of quick fire questions. Love the quick fire questions at the end, guys. Look forward to that. So yes, the rest of my team: Salah's always going to play, Fernandes always going to play, Gundogan is always going to play, Bamford always going to play. Adams against Wolves, do I really fancy him? Not really. I'm not really that confident in Adams against Wolves, to be honest. It seems it just seems a bit, you know, Adams is not exactly known recently for getting attacking returns. I mean, it could happen, but it's not something I have a lot of confidence in. If it was a double game week, as it is next game week for Adams, then yeah, maybe I'd have a bit of confidence. Calvert-Lewin has been ruled out of the Fulham game. Calvert-Lewin is not playing against Fulham. Not happening. There's a good chance he's back for the Man City game. But am I really going to play Calvert-Lewin in a single game week against Man City? Well, I'm not even going to play Son in a single game week against Man City. There you go. That answers that one. So that's kind of where I've landed in terms of my decisions on this team. Maybe the only real thing that I would consider changing now is maybe swapping Son for Rafinha. But I am sort of leaning towards Rafinha here. I kind of am. I just would rather double down on the Man City defence and pray for 2 clean sheets kind of thing. That's really kind of what I'm after. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with my team. So let's talk now about why I rate Man City attackers so highly for attack. Because if someone said to you at the beginning of the season, my friend said this in a group chat yesterday. So if someone said to you at the beginning of the season, you're going to captain, triple captain, Ilkay Gundogan in a double game week versus Everton and Spurs, you'd say, you are crazy, I would never do that. And yet here I am, seriously considering doing that. So shout out to Joe, who made that hilarious point to me in a group chat yesterday. Okay, right. Let's look at something, because I want to show you something. Why I actually think, because you look at Gundogan, versus Spurs and Everton, and you know what? Let's just shove this triple captain on now, guys. Let's get that done, because we are doing it. Right. You look at these fixtures: Tottenham at home, Everton away. You'd say, okay, 2 big teams. They are Tottenham and Everton. They're not going to be very good to take your attackers against. These teams are tricky teams. These are going to be hard teams to play against. Spurs are a Mourinho side. That's tough. Everton and Ancelotti side. That's tough. These teams are good defensively. But are they good defensively? And the answer to that is pretty much no. No, they're not. So let's open the web screen view and go to this page that I've lined up for us, ready to go. So what I've got here is a nice table. Hopefully you guys can see most of this. Let's just check you can see this. Yeah, you can actually see all of it. That's beautiful. So this is a Fantasy Football Hub, in case anyone's interested. My favourite of the fantasy helper websites. So what I've got here is I've set the parameters for all teams. We're going to look at defensive stats. The stats are per appearance, and let's set it to the last 5 game weeks. So game week 19 to game week 23. Some of these teams obviously have had doubles during this period, which is why this is per appearance. These stats are all per appearance to balance it out. We look at we can go to expected goals conceded. As you can see, as I always sort of point out, Man City have the lowest expected goals conceded per 90 minutes per game out of any team in the Premier League by some distance. So Man City only expected to concede 0.46 goals per game that they play. So this is why Man City amazing to have their defenders. Now you probably expect to see Everton and Spurs towards the top of this table, right? As one of the better teams for expected goals conceded, but that's completely wrong. You actually look towards the bottom, and this is the bottom. Southampton rock bottom here, and that's 20th, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15th. So Everton, the 15th best defence in the league, so the 6th worst defence in the league. 14th, 13th. Spurs, the 13th best defence in the league. The 7th or 8th, whatever it is, 8th. The 8th worst. So both Spurs and Everton on expected goals conceded over the last 5 game weeks fall into the bottom half of the table, comfortably in the bottom half of the table. We look at actual goals conceded because some people say, you know, maybe they'll concede, keep more clean sheets than they actually, you know, a good goalkeeper, for example, would allow you to do better than your expected clean sheets and, you know, actually do... Oh, here we go. No, let's say goals conceded. So a good goalkeeper will keep more clean sheets and actually beat the expected goals conceded, won't they? But you can see that's not the case at all. In fact, if anything, you know, it looks even more tragic. So, okay, maybe Spurs, they're conceding slightly less than their expected goals suggest. That kind of makes sense with a goalkeeper like Lloris, who's pretty good. So 1.2 actual goals conceded, but still puts them in the bottom half of the table, by the way. So they're still, you know, Fulham are above them here. West Ham are above them here. Leeds are better than them here. So we're looking at, over the past 5 game weeks, teams where we typically say, okay, maybe we would be targeting them. Maybe we'd be targeting a Leeds, a Fulham. And yet, statistically, Spurs right now are actually looking worse. You've got Everton all the way down here at 1.75 actual goals conceded per game. Slightly smaller data set. But also, Everton are going to be playing their backup goalkeeper for at least the first game. I know that's not going to be against Man City. But if that Everton, you know, if that Everton backup goalkeeper Olsen, if he has to play against Man City as well, then you also got Jordan Pickford's backup. So if Jordan Pickford's backup is in goal, then that's not looking too good, is it? But yeah, because of the goalkeeper situation at Everton, they're actually slightly underperforming. Their expected goals conceded is in they're conceding more goals than the statistically suggested. Anyway, we can look at all kinds of stats. No matter where we can go shots conceded. And again, you will see Everton right near the bottom, Spurs right near the bottom, conceding a lot of shots. You can go to shots in the box, which is quite an important stat. Again, Spurs and Everton right at the bottom of the table there, you can see. So what I'm saying, guys, is defensively speaking, and we can take this out if you think, oh, maybe this is just a recent thing, you can take it out a little bit further, and it's still, you know, pretty grim reading. Expected goals conceded. You can still see that Spurs and Everton, even if I add a couple extra game weeks, they're still in the bottom half of the table. So what I'm saying to you guys is Spurs and Everton are not as good defensively. They're not as good defensively as, you know, you typically think. Because we think of Spurs defences, wow, Spurs defence is really good. We think Everton defence, oh, that must be a really tricky team. They're not. They're really not. And, you know, the tip of the iceberg for me, and I know I've got super chats, guys. I am going to check them in a second. The tip of the iceberg is that literally in the FA Cup, just a couple of days ago, Everton versus Spurs, the game finished 5-4. 4. The two teams, there was a game with 9 goals between these very two teams that Man City are playing. They conceded 9 goals between the two teams. If that is not proof that these two teams are not defensive masters right now, then I don't know what is. And maybe the tactics will be different going into a game against Man City. Maybe they will. But these are two teams that are conceding goals at the moment. They really are. Far more than you think. So when I talk about a Man City captain, when I talk about a Man City triple captain in attack, I think it's genuinely a good shout. Genuinely a very good shout. Because there's so much evidence that points towards the fact that could work out. And you know what I like even more about it? Because most people wouldn't even consider it. Most people would think Spurs Everton, that fixture is too tough. I'm not triple captaining a Man City attacker against those two teams. That's too tough. But I'm looking at the form of Gundogan, best player in the league right now. I'm looking at the form of Spurs and Everton, dropping off defensively, not looking good defensively at the moment. And I'm thinking, okay, that's lined up quite nicely for a triple captain. And it's differential because not a lot of people will dive that deep into these kind of things. So it kind of puts us at an advantage, guys, which is really nice. Anyway, let's do some super charts. So who have we got here? We've got. Scroll down. I cannot wait to get a new computer for these streams, just to get rid of this lag. Wow. Come on. Right, Chris Freddy. Start Grealish, Son or Bamford. Grealish, Son or Bamford. That's a tough one. I would probably be edging towards Grealish. I would be going for Grealish there, actually. So, there you go. Thank you for the super chat, Chris, again. XRDC, thank you very much for the super chat. Bruno and Gundo are in. Love it. Having a hard time picking between Salah, Son, Soucek, Antonio, Watkins and DCL. I can only pick 4 of those. Okay. Hang on. And also got to line them up on my bench correctly. Please help. Well, I'll do my best. I'll do my best to help. So, I think you start Salah. I think you start Antonio. I think you start Watkins. You're then kind of like, who do I play out of Son, Soucek and DCL? I would probably, in all honesty, flip a coin between Son and Soucek. And then place the other one first on your bench. And then DCL second on your bench. I think that's probably the answer. So, yes, Salah, Antonio and Watkins to start. You're back in the attackers. It's looking good. And then flip a coin out of Son and Soucek. And then DCL, you know, that's kind of up to you. Let's see if I can find this other super chat. We had another super chat from Will Crooks. Let's find it on my phone. Oh god, we're going to be silent for. This is terrible. Right, here we go. Will Crooks. Right, a -4 for Salah. A Salah and DCL to Sterling and Cavani. Interesting. B Soucek and DCL to Gundo and Adams. Not so keen on that one. Son and DCL to Sterling and Brewster. Okay, well, I'll keep Son. I would consider taking out Salah. I do kind of like that, but I think I actually genuinely like Salah and DCL to Sterling and Cavani the most. But honestly, I want to keep DCL in my team personally because he's going to be back and he's going to be having some nice double game weeks in the future. So although you'll probably say to me, oh well, DCL's not going to get any points this week, think of the lot bigger picture. DCL is due 2 more double game weeks over the next few weeks, so he's still going to be really good for you. And I think from memory, Manchester United's double game week is not amazing, so maybe just, I don't know, maybe you can get Gundogan in another way, maybe you could get Sterling in, just straight up do Salah to Sterling, and then not take a -4. In fact, that's probably what I'd do. I'd just do Salah to Sterling, captain Sterling, don't take a -4. That's what I'd do. Oh, honestly, guys, I know a lot of people are selling DCL. I know a lot of people bought DCL as well, which, you know, that sucks, guys. I'm sorry he got injured. That's tragic. But I just feel like keep DCL, keep him in your team, because yes, he's not going to get you all the wonderful points that you thought he would this game week, but he's going to be back ready for his next double game weeks, and there is going to be more double game weeks. Another super chat says, use one free transfer Son to Gundogan. Gundogan. Wait, was that Son to Gundogan or Gundogan to Son? I've lost it. Let me check back on my. Here it is. I'll be priced Son to Gundogan. I'll be priced at Son. So okay, so you won't be able to get Son back. I see what you're saying. That's from Abaroop. It's tough. It's a tough one. I don't know. I don't know about that one, because you don't really want to be priced out of Son, but I can see why you would want Gundogan. Is there any other way of getting Gundogan in your team? If there is, find another way. That's what I do. I think you've got to find another way and keep Son. Yeah. People asking who to captain, by the way. I mean, my recommendation is as strong as my triple captain suggests. So, you know, I'm not going to talk too much about captains. I think I would just be going, if I had Gundogan or Sterling, I'd just be going for Gundogan or Sterling. And I do have Gundogan, and I'm so confident that in Gundogan that I am literally triple captaining him. So, yeah, I really do rate. I do rate Gundogan for a captain this game week, if you are so inclined. Sorry for anyone asking the captains and stuff. That's kind of what I'd be going for sure. Was there another super chat just then I've missed? Maybe. Oh, there it is. Who to start out of Rafinha, Bamford, and Watkins? I would start Watkins. If I could only choose one, I would probably go for Watkins. Arsenal, it's difficult because Arsenal are kind of good defensively. So it's kind of hard to recommend an attacker against Arsenal unless you're sort of forced to, which I kind of am, because it's kind of the best of the bunch. There are worse fixtures to play. That's gonna cause some feedback, isn't it? Let's move that over there. Yeah, I just Watkins against Brighton is just a little bit nicer. You know what's so nice, guys? Just seeing that white C on my screen. Everyone loves the white C, right? And you know what? I would go as far as to say that every it gets to Saturday, all I want is the white C. Right there. It's just what I'm interested in. It gets me excited. It gets me hyped. Gets me going. And looking forward to what the night will bring. You can't have it every weekend. So we're just going to enjoy this one. Right, loads of questions flying in. Let's try and answer some. I think we try and answer some, and then we'll do some quick fire at the end, because I think I've pretty much explained everything that I'm doing. I could talk about double game weeks and things like that, but honestly, I've got a big video in the works that's going to be all about, just strategy for the double game week 26, the game week 29 blanks, some of the other doubles that are potentially coming in as well. Yeah, big video planned. I was thinking about seeing if I could do it for today. I doubt I'll be able to do it for today, but tomorrow is kind of more realistic. If we can do, I'll start it, or I'll do half of it today and finish it off tomorrow and upload it tomorrow, and hopefully that should be all good. So that is coming. That is definitely coming this weekend. So look forward to that. Yeah, we need to talk more about doubles and blanks and stuff in general, don't we? But that's fine. So, okay, questions. Let's start off. I guess we prioritised the channel members. If you want to join as a channel member, the link is at the top of my description. You get access to emojis, priority answers in stream and stuff. So, a left gamer says, I'm triple captain Gundogan as well. Excellent, love it. Mayank says, why not triple captain Kane? Loads of people have asked me, you know, why aren't you just going to triple captain Kane in Gameweek 26? I'm using bench boost in Gameweek 26. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to triple captain in Gameweek 26. You can ask me why I'm not triple captaining here, there, anywhere. I feel like by now I've justified why I truly believe this is a good triple captain. And, you know, it's a risk. It's maybe a bit premature, but I need to boost my rank. I need to take a risk. And so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. We've got a super chat here from Corey Langbridge. Watkins on more pay for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks? Oh. I would not be looking at either of those for 2 weeks, really. If you're looking for 2 weeks, maybe go for like, you know, someone who's got a double next game week. So like Bamford or Rodrigo. Is Rodrigo fit? Or I'd maybe be going for, I don't know. I don't know about Watkins or more pay for 2 weeks. But maybe you go for Watkins, but I want Watkins for slightly longer than 2 weeks. I want to keep him in my team slightly longer term. Difficult question, Corey. Wish I could help you more. But alas. Thank you for the super chat, though, man. Better potential haul, Son versus City or DCL versus City? I think Son has probably got the better chance just because he's the, you know, the better player, maybe. But honestly, I don't have confidence in either Son or Calvert-Lewin, really. I don't know. Neil says, what are your thoughts about Pope Captain? I think that's fine. If you want to go for Pope Captain. Not an issue. Not an issue whatsoever. Ronan O says, start Sofal, Dallas or Son. I would be starting Sofal probably. XRD, no, that's an old super chat. Let's try and find. I really need to fix the way my super chats work. I think I have an idea of maybe I can do that next stream. Get my other computer over here. Maybe I could do that now actually. Okay, Sewan Deep says, should I captain Sterling or Bruno? No, Gundo. I would be going for Sterling out of those two, for sure. You know, you back the double, don't you, really, guys? You back the double. I mean, if you don't... Fernandes versus West Brom is a very good captain on a normal game week. On a normal game week, that's the obvious one. But I just feel like you just got to go for the double game week player. Even if they score, you know, your double game week player doesn't score anything, but maybe, you know, if it's playing for Man City, maybe it's just a midfielder. They play twice and get 2 clean sheet bonuses. That's 6 points already for doing nothing. You know? So over 2 game weeks, you know, you only got to add in 1 attack in return and suddenly we're laughing, aren't we? So yeah, I do think it is probably sensible to go for one of the City players. But that's not to say Bruno Fernandes is a bad captain. And he's going to be a little bit more differential than usual this game week as well. Which is different. Usually, Bruno Fernandes is at 100% ownership or more than 100% ownership every single week. He really is. So it's going to be a nice change to maybe see him like at 90% ownership instead. Or effective ownership, sorry, should I say. Because people aren't captaining him. Shamim says Richarlison for DCL this game week. I'm not sure I would make that move. I think it's a bit sideways, but also it's a bit kind of like, you know, are you going to regret that and wish you had DCL next game week? Wish you hadn't made the swap? I think that's a recipe for regret, if you like. So yeah, not fully convinced by that one. But, you know, it is an option. But, no, I don't think I'd be fully convinced by that one, if I'm honest. We've got a super chat from Ruben Jarvis, says, buy Lowton and bench Son. No Burnley defender at the moment. I don't think you have to. It depends, because it's for a -4. It's kind of difficult. A lot of people spamming, isn't it? Okay, mods, if you want to mute people, you want to do mute people for however long, time people out, then absolutely go for it if they're spamming, because, you know, there's a lot of people who want to ask questions, so it's not really fair if people are spamming theirs. So, yeah, I don't... maybe you buy Lowton, maybe you don't. And then we've got Ben Greenwell says he's playing his free hit. Vardy or Cavani? Ooh. We're on a free hit. Would you really want to play Vardy against Liverpool? Because I don't know if I would. I mean, Cavani against West Brom on a free hit sounds a lot nicer to me, Ben. So go for that. Someone said, going back to your chart, Burnley were... sorry, I didn't actually see. I thought it was a member. I didn't actually see who it was who put the message. But go back to your chart. Burnley were low on the expected goals conceded. Yeah, they are. But the great thing about Pope is that he naturally... he will outperform the expected goals conceded because he's such a good goalkeeper. And you'll end up getting more... not only more clean sheets than you're expecting, but more save points than you're expecting as well. So it's this a bit of an anomaly. You kind of have to look. You can't just look at expected clean sheets. You've got to look at actual or expected goals conceded. You have to look at actual goals conceded because, you know, Liverpool can have an expected goals conceded of 10 over 5 games, but realistically they'll only concede 5 because they've got Alisson, literally one of the world's best goalkeepers, in between the sticks. So that will just bring it the real down. Badru says bench 1, Antonio, Watkins and Bamford. Bench Bamford. You never know. Antonio, the worst case scenario, Antonio is ill and he swaps out. So it's not a huge issue. Son or Bamford, Dan? I would probably... I'm edging towards Bamford in my own team. I don't know if that helps you at all. Thank you for the super chats, by the way, guys. Absolutely going crazy. It's really, really appreciated. And you know, it's even more appreciated because I'm actually moving house. Well, again, I'm trying to move house. Hopefully. So really trying to save for that. Which is going to mean I'm going to finally be able to improve this YouTube streaming setup, which I'm so excited about. Rather than being cramped in a corner of a bedroom, I can actually get the stuff I want and the lighting setup and the computer that I want. And we're looking forward to next season, I'll tell you that. We're going to really improve the stuff here. Guys, 850 people watching. Everyone drop a like for Dan. Oh, yes, Johnson. Yeah, if you could drop a like, I really appreciate that. You know what I would appreciate more, though? If you could subscribe. Like, a lot of you guys watching this will not be subscribed. And trust me, guys, I'm going to be releasing a strategy guide for game week. You know, all the double game weeks, all the blank game weeks coming up. I'm going to be releasing a strategy guide to help you take this on. You guys don't want to miss that, man. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you... turn the notifications on as well, because I think there's been some problems with notifications on this channel recently. So check, guys, that your notifications are on for the channel if you don't mind. Yeah, just make sure that's working, basically. Yeah, really appreciate that, guys, and you know, all your support as always is very, very much appreciated. So a few people asking about captains. I'll keep talking about captains a little bit because I know a lot of you will have people coming here. Let's talk FPL audio gone. Like, the idea of this stream being less broken than anyone else's is mind-boggling to me. We are so laggy here. You know, we are at 3 frames per second. The audio is like very average. The lighting is weird. The chat delay is insane. So, you know what? I'd probably rather watch Let's Talk FPL without audio. There you go. Leon Smith says, well, mate, been watching you for like 7 months. And the other day, I only realised I wasn't even subbed. Leon, man, come on. You can't watch me for 7 months and not subscribe. Nah, thank you, man. I do appreciate it. I really do. I've a few other people saying they've subscribed. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate that. Really do appreciate that indeed. Okay, so I want to do quickfire. But I'm aware that you guys who have watched me do quickfire before will know it's a very troubling experience. Chris Freddy said, did you confirm the triple captain? Yes, yeah. I don't know if you can see the Gundogan now has that white captain's badge. That's the proof. The proof is in the pudding that the triple captain is active indeed. So exciting stuff. Really exciting stuff. We'll go wild on Twitter about that, I'm sure. So yeah, I do want to do quickfire, but if you guys watched me do quickfire before, you'll know it's a very taxing experience. I am usually out of breath by the end because it's just 5-10 minutes of pure talking. Yeah, Dan Cross says join the Discord server there as well. Yeah, if mods, if you want to spam the Discord link, that's absolutely fine. Lol, Andy's way laggier than you. I cannot. No, that cannot be true. No, I'm well aware that I need to do some serious improvements to these streams, but I will as soon as I can. Trust me, guys. I am, I want to do the best I can for you guys. Right. What else we got? Next best time to triple captain. I would say the next best time to triple captain, unless you're bench boosting in Game Week 26, Game Week 26 is going to be a huge opportunity to triple captain. So if you're not bench boosting in Game Week 26 and you've still got your triple captain, then yeah, Game Week 26 is going to be the play for you. You're going to have so many nice options there. You can basically take your pick of who you fancy. But yeah, because I'm bench boosting, it's kind of a no-brainer that I'm going to bench boost then, and then I've got to find a triple captain somewhere else. I just like the look. I like the look of this one. I really do. Got a super chat that's going to come in a second. I will read that out as soon as it comes in on my phone. Don't you worry about that. Loads of people tagging me. 10 minutes till deadline. Yeah, well, actually 9 minutes till deadline for me. Here we go. Right, so Matthew Vaughan says, hey, mate, triple captain on Gundogan. That's brave against Tottenham and Everton, isn't it? But good luck, mate. Well, thank you, Matthew. Do appreciate that. But, I'll show you very quickly, Matthew, man. Because a few of you guys might have missed this earlier on in the stream. But when you look at the stats... this is going to lag out now, isn't it? Okay, well, I'll just say it instead rather than show you. But when you look at the stats... Everton and Spurs are both in every defensive metric over the last. You can go to last 5 games. You can go last 6 games, 7 games. They are both Everton and Spurs are in the bottom half of the league table for defences. As in, they have conceded some of the most shots in the league. They have some of the highest expected goals conceded in the league. Some of the most shots in the box conceded in the league. Everton and Spurs are not as good defensively as you think, which is why I'm happy to take the punt. So, guys, let's do some quick fire questions. So keep your questions short and sweet if you guys can, just so I can answer them really quickly. If you put a long question, I'm going to have to ignore it because I want to get through as many quick fire questions as possible. So, I want kind of A or B, captain A or captain B, play A or play B. If I see questions of, here is my team, which 5 should I play, which 3 should I captain, and which 7 should I transfer over the next 6 game weeks, I'm going to ignore it because it's too long. So nice short questions, please, guys, if you can. And that's completely crashed my chat on my screen. So let's see if I can just look on my phone instead. Oh no, they're rolling in already. Here they come. Right, Nick Pope, triple captain. Yes, you could do that. Bench. Oh no, that's too many. You're talking about if you give me like 3 or 4 options, then I'm probably it's too much. Bamford or DCL. I would go for Bamford this game week. Still got Chilwell, brave. Yeah, it's just because I haven't bothered getting rid of him now, and I know I've got stuff on my bench. Is it worth bringing in an Everton defender for a -4 instead of Chilwell? I don't think so. I don't think so personally. Bench Target or Diaz? I would be benching Target and playing Diaz. If you needed to replace DCL, who would you bring in? Well, I don't want to replace DCL, but if I do it would be something like, Bamford is obviously a good option. Maybe Richarlison, but no, I'll just keep DCL. Rafinha or Barnes? Probably edge towards Rafinha maybe. DCL or Bamford? Bamford this game week. Who do I bench? Keane or Grealish? Keane the defender, he's got a double game week. I think you've got to play him. Just because of that double game week. Bench Robertson or Bamford. Tough one. Flip a coin for that one. Start Robertson or Minamino. That's interesting. Take a punt on Minamino. I like that. If you're going to bring him in, man, go for it. Captain Pope or Fernandes. I think, out of Pope and Fernandes, I'm genuinely edging towards Pope. Play Target or Dallas. I would play Target out of those teams. Yeah, go for Target. Soshek or DCL. Probably Soshek, to be honest. Still got Chilwell. Someone's still telling me that I've got Chilwell. I know. Sterling or Gundogan, triple captain. Take your pick. They're both great options. Bench Adams or Son. Bench Adams over Son. Son is just a much better player. Bowen or Rafinha. Play Bowen this game week. Antonio or Rafinha. I would rather play Antonio and hope he's fit. If he's not fit, then that is fine. He's just going to come off and replace. Yeah, lol. Indeed, it's crashing the chat. Yeah, we're all over the place on the chat. It's really, really laggy, but I'll do my best here, guys. Soshek or DCL. Again, Soshek. What to do with Adams? Keep him because next week he's got a double game week, which is going to be quite nice. Start Son or Watkins. I would start Watkins. Which Tottenham defender? None really. I don't really like the look of any of them. Bench Son or Sofao. I would bench Son and play Sofao. If you can see on my team that I've already made that decision for you, kind of thing, in many ways. Sterling or Gundogan captain, take a pick out of Sterling and Gundogan. They're both good options. Don't do Gundogan to Sterling. Don't swap between the two players. Just keep whatever one you've got. Bench Son or Maddison? I don't know. Ooh. Already got Pope. Should I swap Rudiger for me? -4. No, I don't think you should do that. Play Trent or Sofao? I'd play Sofao, I think. Yeah, but that's a really tough decision. Obviously, Trent has a bigger upside. So if you want to take a risk, go for Trent. If you don't want to take a risk, go for Sofao. Play Sofao or Son? I'm edging towards Sofao. As you can see, I've got both Sofao and Son, and I'm playing Sofao, so that answers your question. So have a quick look at my team, maybe, but if you don't mind, just so we can answer some of the other questions. Son or Luca Dean? Play Luca Dean. It's a double game week, man. You've got to go for it. Watkins or Cavani to keep until game week 30. Watkins, actually, genuinely, I would be looking at, for long term. The next few game weeks for Watkins, there's going to be doubles and stuff. He's going to play in game week 29, which not a lot of teams do. Looking really nice. Play Madders or Bamford. Tough one. Maybe Bamford. Rafinha or Lingard. Man, you got to go for Lingers. Go for Lingard. Who do I transfer out for Zaha? So many options there. Rafinha is the one I went for, which I quite like. Gundogan if you don't have him. Triple captain Gundogan or Bamford next week. Neither. I don't think I would do either of those. Dallas or Dunk. Dallas or Dunk. Maybe go for Dallas because at least he's got attacking potential. I think both of those players will concede though. Triple captain. Same question again. I think my chat is so laggy. It's going up and down, up and down. So sorry if this is not the best quick fire in the world. Triple captain Mo Leicester. Is that Mo Salah? Oh, damn it. Oh, you got me. You got me. Well done, Megdeep. Well played. Play Chilwell. Damn. You got me. There's a super chat that's just come in. Oh, man. You're playing it far too close to the line for these super chats. Oh, now I've got to find it. But thank you. Obviously, I do really appreciate it. Hopefully, it's going to come up in time. But, we've got like 1 minute till deadline. I don't know if I get to this question in time. I really don't. Play Madders or Bamford. I already answered that, didn't I? I think it's just going up and down, up and down. This is so annoying. I didn't expect so many people in this chat. I really didn't. There we go. Oh no, I've lost it again. Barnes or Dunk. Did I answer that already? Barnes? Yeah, go for back the attacker. Rafinha or Bamford? Go for Bamford, I guess. Dallas or Saka? Go for Saka, probably back the attacker. Pope or Cancelo? I don't know. That's really tough. Maybe go for Cancelo if you don't have him already. You should be tripled up by now on Man City. You really should. And I think the time's up. That super chat's just not coming on time. It's not coming on time. I'm so sorry. I'll see if I can refund it. Well, assuming it was answering a question, because yeah, because there's a slight chat delay, and you know there's delays in coming in, then we can't get to the. Unfortunately, we can't get to the super chats on time if they are that close to the deadline, especially when there's so much stuff going on in the chat that it's just lagging like crazy. So yeah, we have missed that. Who's put message in general chat? It's the person who baited me. Well played. It's messaging me on Discord. Right, that's the deadline, guys. That's done. Finally, Johnny Rock, Martinez, Sofal, Sosek, Rudiger for bench boost. Well, I mean, I'm glad I didn't answer that. I don't think I'll be bench boosting on this game week. I mean, you could do, but yeah, no, I don't think I'll be bench boosting on this game week anyway, to be honest. So yeah, there's your answer there. We got away with that one, didn't we? And thank you for the super chat, but yeah, a bit too... Man, like, honestly, like, I cannot believe that some of you... Literally, a few other people saying bench boosted with Martinez, Sofal and Dallas. Interesting. I can't believe some of you are literally making like bench boost decisions like 1 minute to deadline. Oh, Mr. Venom, should I do a -4? Oh, I think I already got that one, didn't I? I think we need slow mode. We've got slow mode already. Maybe I should just do like a massive slow mode. Like you can only put in one message every like 3 minutes. But that seems so harsh. I might have to up it. We'll think about that for next stream. The thing is, there's not usually... I mean, there's not actually that many people in the stream. It's not a huge amount of people here. So, it's kind of surprising to me that the chat has gone so crazy. But there you go, it did. But yeah, how can you make a bench boost decision 1 minute till deadline? Like, when I'm doing a bench boost... I thank you for the super chat, Ramsey Unleashed. Appreciate that, man. How could you, like, when I'm planning a bench boost, I know exactly when I'm going to bench boost, maybe like a month before, like weeks and weeks before. How long have I been saying bench boost game week 26? I've been saying it since like, you know, late December. We're in February. Yeah, I think these kind of things, you really got to plan miles in advance. But there we go, guys. The deadline is passed. We are locked in. Hopefully you guys sort your teams out in time. I've got a big week with Gundogan captain, 5 at the back. It's going to be such a risky one for me. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really fun game week. Technology, eh? Yeah. Can't live with it. Can't live without it. So yeah, it's going to be a really big game week for me. The next few game weeks are going to be huge for me, and we're gonna hopefully boost into like a proper rank. Because I'm really not happy with where I'm at right now, and I feel a little bit like I'm letting the side down, like I'm letting you guys a little bit down by being such a low rank. Because, you know, I have actually, you know, well, some of you guys tell me anyway, they've actually helped some of you guys with some tips and stuff. So, you know, why is it not working for myself, kind of thing? I mean, it is to a degree, isn't it? Like, it's 363,000th. It's not, you wouldn't say that's a bad bad rank, would you? It's not like horrendous. You know, I've seen some other FPL pundits sort of like the millionth mark or worse, which those guys I really do kind of feel bad for, because that, you know, it's tough going up on a camera in front of people knowing your rank is not amazing right now, because it's kind of like people are constantly doubting you, which makes you doubt yourself. You make you think, oh, am I actually good at FPL? Because my rank is saying that it's not. But no, it's just fine. I do have that confidence, and you guys have always been absolutely wonderful to me. Someone said they're Edison on pens. No. SMBTD says, you've done your best, mate. Chat was wild today. Yeah, that was crazy. In fact, I know for a fact that you sent that message like 5 minutes ago, right? We are so laggy. You missed super chats because I forgot to put slow mode on. No, slow mode is on, isn't it? I haven't turned it off. So unless someone's been on my account and turned slow mode off, then unless I've really messed it up. I don't think I missed any super chats though. The only super chats I missed was the ones that were like 1 minute to deadline. Like, that's too much. Maybe slow mode is on. It's on a 60-second timer. So people can only send one message every 60 seconds. I wish, well, I mean, yeah, I wish I could just click a magic button. See you later, Moldy. You're probably already gone by now. But yeah, FPL Giant, you're way off, man. The slow mode is on. It's just, there's just so many people. There's just so many people in here. Well, so many people messaging anyway. Oh, dearie me. Dan, would you be interested in being a guest on my podcast? That's from Ramsey Unleashed. Talk fantasy footy. Yeah, we can do that. Hit me up on Twitter. We can see if we can arrange that. How can you say there's no slow mode today? I can see on my screen it says slow mode on 60 seconds. I wish I could. I wish I could. Yeah, I wish I could click a magic button to fix it. But oh yeah, okay, yeah, people are spamming, aren't they? Slow mode is off. Why is it telling me that it's on then? I can't. How do I turn it on? If it says it's on already, so I just turn it off and on again. Maybe there's something broken with YouTube. Damn. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's. I mean, that sucks that people are spamming. But you know, people are opportunistic. If they see slow mode is off, then they will just try and take advantage and get their question answered, won't they? That's a shame. I mean, let's see if this fixes it. I'll just try and turn it off and on again. No, it won't. It literally won't let me. Right. Because it thinks it's already on. That's so frustrating. Let's try this. Right, slow mode should be off now. Like, actually off. Someone says, I can spam if you want. I'd rather you didn't. Please don't. Why on earth is slow mode... Why is it telling me? Right, let's try this again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's fixed it. Dan Cross says, apparently the world #1 has captained Ben Mee. No way. When you're #1 in the world, you're taking risks like that. That's insane. That's really interesting. How's that, guys? Can you tell if this slow mode is on? No, it's still not working. Why on earth? Maybe there's a problem with YouTube at the moment. It says slow mode is on 0 seconds. I can tell you it's on much more than that. It's on 60 seconds. Unless is it misreading the number? I think this has got to be a bug with YouTube. I'm going to try and fix it anyway. And then maybe we can chat for a little bit longer. Only if I can fix this though. Otherwise, you know, some people will just be annoying. Right. If I change... Right, let's change this to 61 seconds. Because it says 60 seconds at the moment. I can't believe this. So it's basically corrupted this whole stream with spam. Damn, technology, man. Okay, there we go. Send a message every 1 minute and 1 second. I mean, hopefully that has worked. Test works. Okay, so all I need to do is add 1 second to the slow mode and it's working. Damn. Well, there you go. Thanks, guys, for helping me fix that. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, that's nice of you guys. Right, Chris Freddy with a super chat. Don't lose your confidence. I'm sure that 99% of your followers wouldn't have the amount of points they have on their own, me included. Well, thank you, Chris, man. I really do appreciate that. Like, you know what? I always say I would rather help you guys than help myself. If my team goes tragically, then that's fine. But if, you know, if I'm letting you guys down and you guys are doing badly because of my suggestions and stuff, that's when I have a problem. That's when I have a problem. FPL Giant, I'm only getting your message here. Spamming indicates no slow mode. Yeah, you're spot on, aren't you? Yeah, sorry, mods. I really apologise for that. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened there. It made me add 1 second to make the slow mo. So sorry, mods. That's never mind. Oh well, sorted. There's a way to get this around this mod malarkey. Become a member. You know what? I've thought about doing streams in which only members can talk in, but that seems a little bit hard. Whoa! It's just said slow mode is off. Why is it just turned it off by itself? Is someone else on my account? What the hell? Unless maybe that's just delayed. Okay. That's probably just a delay because I think my chat is still like 10 minutes behind. It's ridiculous. Why are we talking about slow mode still? Boring. My chat is catching up with itself now, though. This is awesome. So we're going to actually get to some of your messages soon. Oh, you know, the slow mode is now working on the chat delay, which means finally the chat can catch up with itself. You can talk all you want as a member when slow mode is on. Is that right? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. You know what? I kind of thought that might be the case because I saw, I saw some members spamming. Yeah, Sophie there said probably like 5 minutes ago, but Sophie says that something's going on with the chat. Maybe something's broken at YouTube headquarters. So yeah, let's stay until team news. Let's talk about whatever we want to, because the deadline's passed. Justine says, Dan, I don't care about your rank. It's the content and the enjoyment of the content I care about that is top quality. Well, that's really appreciated. Thank you, Justine. I really do appreciate that. I really do. You know, like, honestly, I just make videos because I love making... I'm really passionate about YouTube and content creation. Really passionate about FPL. I'm just trying to have some fun with it. But you know what? Most of all, I just love interacting with you guys. Whether it's in the Discord server, whether it's in chats like this, whether it's in the comment section, whether it's on Twitter... Just love talking about fantasy with you guys. I really do. Maybe someone is hacking you. I don't think anyone's hacking me. YouTube is wilding. Yeah, man. I missed the deadline, says Gangster Sean. Oh, no. It's not that bad. Like 1 minute delay at most, I think. Oh, okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Hopefully it will catch up with itself a little bit more, though. Hot dogs or a burger. I can't eat burgers, don't eat beef, so hot dogs, I guess. Please talk a little bit about your plans for coming weeks when you are wildcarding. I would do that now, but I've got a really good video coming out about it. It's going to be out at some point this weekend, so for that reason, I'm not gonna talk about it on stream. But basically, in the simplest terms possible, triple captain this game week, obviously, bench boost in game week 26, wildcard in game week 30. I will explain properly why I truly believe that is the best strategy in this video. The boy says, I posted this message at 1:10. Yeah, right. Let's see what time you finish this. I'm assuming you're in the UK. I'm sure that's not right. Big up from Jamaica. Love it, Keemy Keem. A few people actually in the chat from Jamaica I've seen before, which is crazy. I didn't know FPL was so big in Jamaica, but it surprised me that FPL is big in pretty much every country other than countries that have like a major football league of their own. So like, Spain, Germany, France, I don't think FPL is massively popular. Although saying that, there's a few French people who play FPL. You don't typically see too many German or Spanish people or Italian people play FPL. Although I'm sure there will be a few of you guys will say, hang on a minute, I'm from one of those countries and I play. SMBTD says, what are your future plans for the channel after you've moved house, mate? Well, when I move house, I will have an actual room to have the office, which means I can set up the lighting that I actually want to set up, because there's just not enough room to have the lighting that I want. I can get a second monitor, which will allow me to read, chat and see my screen at the same time. I can get a faster computer because, I don't really want to spend a lot of money on a PC until I've moved house, because this just wouldn't be a sensible move. You've got to prioritise the house move, really. And then when you've got the more powerful computer, the world is really your oyster. I can start adding graphics that I want to add to the stream that currently don't work because it's too laggy. I need more power, basically. So yeah, those are the plans. It's just going to be generally improvement of content, and yeah, it will be really good. Sophie says, really like your vids for previous double game weeks. Great format. Looking forward to the next ones. Yeah, good, because that's exactly what I'm doing again. Yeah, I do like trying to explain things using graphics, because sometimes it's really difficult. I think the way I learn is through, visual. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I mean when I say visual learners type thing. Yeah, that's kind of how I like to do things. Just, you can talk about something and have the visual display of it as well. And hopefully it makes it a bit easier to understand. Because sometimes I confuse myself when I talk about FPL strategy. I really do. Macon says, quick shout out to Melbourne, please. We're in lockdown. Wow, man, that's tough. Sorry you're in lockdown there in Melbourne, but, I'm sure it's for the best. I thought you guys were relatively clear now. Damn, in the UK, we've been in lockdown since November. It's been ages. Someone from Barcelona, Spain, who plays FPL. Crazy. Meg Deep says, I'm so sorry for the bait, Dan. It's all right. It's all right. We'll let you off. It says DCL is fit enough to play Fulham. Most recent news. Please do not tell me that, because to be fair, I don't even believe you, because yeah, that's just not true. It's just not true. He was, David Moyes. No, not David. Why am I saying David Moyes? Carlo Ancelotti literally said the DCL is not going to be playing against Fulham. Absolutely not, and they're hoping he's going to be back against Man City. That doesn't change in less than 24 hours. It doesn't change. Ronano says, been in lockdown forever. Yeah, it feels like it. Abdullah says, did you just triple captain Gundogan? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I did. We're going for it, boys. We're going for it, boys. Steven Sanchez is from California. Love it, man. Never been. Want to go. Some dude on Twitter, Triple Captain Cancelo, interesting one. Would you rather go bald or cut the facial hair? Definitely cut the facial hair, I think. Maybe I'll do that at some point. For like, maybe I'll go clean shaven for Movember next year or something. No lockdowns or mask where I am, Tyler Jones says. Too remote. Tyler Jones, that's a pretty English language sounding name. So I'm guessing you're either from like, I don't know, where could you be from? Like Alaska or Hawaii, or where else is remote and English speaking? I don't know. I don't know. Harry says, David Moyes living in 2010 there, Dan. Yeah, I know. Had a bit of a brain moment there. Olivia says, number one guy in the world is Captain Ben Mee. Yeah, so I hear. I think Dan Cross put that in the chat earlier. Vincent says, who are you injuring this week, Dan? Well, I guess that'll be Ben Mee. Steven Sanchez says, thanks for the shout out. Maybe next time you can try MLS fantasy. Oh, I don't know enough about MLS, to be honest. Maybe you can help me out, Steven. I don't have a clue. I forget like David Beckham isn't still in the MLS. Semi-lockdown in Malaysia here. Oh, it's interesting. It's still going on. He's from New Zealand, probably. Yeah, okay. Tyler Jones says burner account. Oh, maybe that's not your actual name then. Did you know your channel stretches as far as New Zealand? Mainly because I'm from New Zealand. That's crazy. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I always love it. Isle of Man is back to normal, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about, because we're like trying to move house at the moment. I thought maybe we should buy a house in Isle of Man. Then I can go to the pub. Anyone from Australia? I'm sure a lot. In fact, I know a lot of people here are from Australia. A lot of people. Anyone watching from Mars? I hope not. I mean, if there's chat delay from here to wherever you guys, imagine the chat delay from here to Mars. Isn't it something like 11 or I don't know? Is it? I think it's 11 light minutes between Earth and Mars. So any communication between Earth and Mars at the speed of light is going to take at least 11 minutes to send or receive. So that's going to be some huge chat delay. I'll be saying things, oh, deadline in 1 minute, guys. And the people on Mars will be saying, oh, what are you talking about? The deadline was 10 minutes ago. You know what? I've noticed this. So we've got Rodney here, says, from Ghana, West Africa. Ramadan says, I'm from Tanzania, East Africa. What? Maybe you guys can answer me this, those of you guys from African countries. Why do you say the name of the country and then the area of Africa? Is that like just a normal thing to do? Like you would say, oh, I'm from, I don't know, Honduras, Central America, or, I don't know, Israel, West Asia. I don't know. Is it like, because you're trying to say, oh, for Ghana, for example, I'm from Ghana. Ghana is a country in West Africa. Because if so, like, do most people not just know which area of Africa these countries are? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do. I don't know. I don't really understand why. Because it's always the African nations. You say the country and then which coast it's on. Is it north, south, east, west, or central? It's always said like that. It always confuses me. I mean, if that's how it works, it's normal. Everyone says that, is it? I've never heard of that. Well, it's not. I've never heard of it. I've never understood why. People think you don't know where it is. Really? It's an interesting one. Well, I know where it is. Name an African country. I will probably be able to tell you roughly where it is. Well, at least I'll be able to get the south, east, west, north, central one right, for sure. Imagine Dan says, I'm from South Africa. That's in the south of Africa, by the way, guys. You know. As a lot of people think Africa is a country. Yeah, no, actually, that is true. That is true. A lot of people do think that, but that's just stupid. Sorry, guys. If you think Africa is a country, you gotta check yourself. Dylan Williams says, "Have you ever visited Wales? Amazing walks around the coast." Yes, I absolutely have. Americans do that. Yeah, they say the city and then the state, don't they? I'm from New York, New York. Oh, cheers. Yeah, didn't get it the first time. Yeah, Frederick. I'm in Norway, North Europe. Where's Kenya at? Kenya is on the east coast, isn't it? Oneme says, my Nigerian brother. Maybe you're remembering that I am 1/4 Nigerian. 1/4. I'm from Zimbabwe. Do you know where that is? Yeah, it's on the east coast, but kind of south-ish. Because we are not that famous. Oh, you're doing yourself a disservice. Maybe people need to learn more about Africa. The cradle of humanity. Where is Benin? Oh, okay, you got me there. Benin. I actually don't know where Benin is. Is that is that central? If I had to guess, I would say it's either central or somewhere on the is it called the Horn of Africa, on the west coast, where there's loads of the countries going on there. If I had to guess, maybe Benin is either on the Horn or central. I'm from Sweden, North Sweden. I'm from Japan, East Asia. Do you know where Chad is? Chad, that's it's either central, or is that one of the ones that doesn't exist anymore? That changed its name? Okay, maybe you got me here. Maybe you got me. Benin is West Africa. Yeah, I got it right. On the Horn, right? I'm from the UK, which is east of Ireland. Where is East Ireland? Isn't that in is that like off the coast of South America? Correct. Your vid's got me in the top 5 of Zimbabwe so far. Oh, that's so good, Calvin Tech. Well done, man. That's awesome. Gabon is West Coast, isn't it? Benin is near Ivory Coast. Yeah, so yeah, it's on the Horn. I got that. Everyone's going, no, I'm from Nepal, South Asia, Indonesia, Southeast Asia. I'm from the UK, West Europe. Kampala, I don't know where that is. That's a capital city though, isn't it? What about Algeria? Wow, we know Algeria is North Africa. Horn of Africa is Northeast Africa. Oh, okay. I thought it was kind of that cornery bit. Well, actually, for you guys, it'll be, you know, the cornery bit that dips in, because it sticks out on that side. Actually, must move. So it sticks out Africa like that, and then there's a cornery bit here, and there's loads of countries in that corner bit. I'm from Pluto, south of Earth. I don't think that's how space works, FPL Giant, but I love it. I love the idea. Yeah, Pluto's just if you want to get to Pluto, just keep going south. Just go south, and then just keep going south. Well, it wouldn't even be right, because it'll be like, it's not, Pluto's not beneath the Earth. Oh. Sandy said, I'm from a landfill, Birmingham. So you're just from Birmingham, you don't need to specify from a landfill. Isn't Birmingham just like UK's landfill of people? I'm joking. Epic Nick is from Calgary, Canada, which is east of the UK if you go far enough. Well, I love how we've not even mentioned FPL in a solid like 20 minutes. No one has said a single thing about FPL. I love it. Somalia is on the east coast of Africa. Got that one. Got that one. Kampala is the capital city of Uganda. Ah, there we go. Well, I'm from the Milky Way. Hell yeah, you are. We're all from the Milky Way here. I'm from Dubai. Do you know where that is? Yeah, I know Dubai. Liam's from Bristol. He's from Bristol, Liam is. He likes to drive his tractor. In Bristol, they don't park the bus. They park the tractor. Pseudo Geek says, I'm from London. 200 miles of Africa. Specific. Very specific. I'm from Luton. Ah, well, yeah, that's not too far from me, Mashadur. I know where Luton is. I've been to a few Luton Town games, actually. Kenilworth Road. Thoughts on Son, Watkins and Barnes? We may as well answer something roughly to do with FPL. Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned them, but you know everyone's got a strong team if you're going for bench boosts and stuff. So I don't actually mind that this game week. They've all got tough fixtures. Someone said Louis Sard says Damascus, Syria, which Damascus, by the way, isn't that officially the oldest continually occupied town / city in the world? That's right? It's like been it's like the people have lived in Damascus for something like 10,000 years continuously, which is crazy. Someone says, have you watched Attack on Titan final season? No, I will do it. Craig Shields says, if you got a Scottish accent in you, what do you want? I've got two. I've got Edinburgh and I've got Glasgow. So we can start off with a kind of a subtle kind of Edinburgh accent, which is it's kind of subtle. Like you don't actually. This is not as good as I thought it would be, but it's not too bad. I think if you're not from Scotland yourself, you might think, okay, that's a reasonably good Scottish accent. But then you can go for more of a Glaswegian accent, which is kind of a lot more strong, and you can't understand it quite so much. I've lost it. I've lost it. We can do. How did you get to talking about Damascus? I don't know. What are we going? Where are we going with this? I might as well just change this to a non-FPL channel just to talk about random stuff. Random stuff channel. Random stuff, mate. Geography, mate. We do. Oh, Corey has correctly identified that we need to do lineups, don't we? Right, come on, boys. Let's have a look. I can't even remember what the first fixture is. Is it Leeds? Liverpool Leicester first. No, it's surely not. That would not be the first fixture. Why have I got it in my head that that's the first game? Oh, it is Liverpool Leicester. Wow, that's a big fixture. I don't usually start off with a game that big. But here we go. Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Kabak, Henderson, Robertson, Wijnaldum, Jones, Milner, Mane, Salah, Firmino. Any big misses there? Not really. It's kind of as you'd expect, except we've got Kabak coming in, which is interesting. Maybe he's going to be an option for FPL. Never know. How cheap is he? He's like 5 million? Maybe. So, okay, yeah, there's no surprises in the Liverpool team. I think everyone will be reasonably happy with that one. And then we've got Leicester. Obviously, no Justin, which is, yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, what happened? And who is missing from this Leicester team? I'm trying to work it out, other than obviously Justin. Fofana, I guess. I don't know if any of you guys have Fofana. Perez, I don't know if any of you guys have got Perez. Yeah, I don't think there's any real. Because you've got your Barnes, your Maddison, Vardy. I don't know if has anyone taken a punt on Ricardo yet. I think that's a really interesting one. Have you guys spotted anyone missing from either of those teams? Next video. Welcome back to Mate, your best mate for life. Just mate. Liverpool first. I'm nervous as a red. No, you're looking good. You're looking good. Kyago says, what's your favourite anime of all time? It's Code Geass. Kabak, yeah, Kabak is interesting. The midfield, you can say it's weak. Like, Wijnaldum is a strong midfielder. I think he is often underrated. Milner is reliable, and Jones is an interesting one. Because sometimes I think he looks really good, but other times I think he looks like a bit too much. FPL Giant, gotta go, gotta run. See you guys. See you later, FPL Giant. Thanks for joining. Fabinho out. Oh yeah, Fabinho's not in. Oh, didn't spot that one. I think it's because I was looking in FPL terms. I triple captain Gundogan. Nice one, man. Mahrez missing. Is he? Do we know that? Have you heard of Patagonia? No, I have not heard of that. I thought that was going to be one of those names that is it sounds like a dirty word or something. Got away with that one. If Amati holds his spot, he could be great value. I don't think he will, to be honest. Replacing Justin with Dallas for the double. Yeah, I quite like it. Thiago bench. Yeah, but I don't know. What do you think of Thiago? Do you think it's been beneficial to this Liverpool team? Because there's been a lot of mixed opinions on him. When I see it's like Thiago benched, I don't think, oh no, what's going to happen now that Thiago is benched? It's kind of like, Thiago Saga, damn, Code Geass, Lelouch the GOAT. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Great character in anime. And the ending, oh. Simelo says, how many languages do you speak? Just the one, just English. I do want to learn another one at some point when I get the time. Maybe Spanish or German. Like, I speak, like, you know, the absolute basic, you know, that I could probably ask for directions and tell them I don't speak Spanish. Pretty easy, though. Quality baller, but doesn't fit Liverpool's system. Yeah, this is kind of the impression I get. It's kind of, yeah. Patagonia is in Argentina, where the whales went on the mimosa. Huh. Not heard of that. Learn Igbo. That's kind of going to be a difficult language to learn. Just make sure it's not Arabic. Yeah. Wigan is the centre of the... Yeah. Do you like Indian food? Yeah, I do. Learn Swahili. Ugh, I don't know about all these. Rubber Ducky says, thoughts on Death Note? Yeah, I like it. One of the first animes I watched was a kid. You should learn Afrikaans. Can't I can already speak Afrikaans. Is that... Well, no, I can't. I can't. But I can do a South African accent. So we're going to finish the stream off, but we're going to do the rest of the stream in a South African accent. It's not going to be a very good South African accent, but, you know, it's okay. It's not too bad. Omega Moses says, tips on how I can start my own FPL channel. Well, if you want to do your own FPL channel, I guess the first thing you need to do is make sure you have the time to make a lot of content. So go for that. Just make a lot of content, push out your videos constantly, and you'll be fine. No, fine. And watch out for the robots say. Learn Japanese. I would love to learn Japanese. Right. We are so off topic now. We are so off topic. The game is game starting soon. Hi, Valerian. Learn Japanese. That is just gonna be so hard to learn Japanese. I like, where do I start other than just watching loads of anime? I can watch loads of anime with subtitles. I can do that. I know like a few Japanese words just through watching anime. Like, I'm not gonna do it actually. It's too embarrassing. Oh, damn. Learn Chinese. Oh, too hard. Maybe can I just learn an easy language? Your South African accent sounds French. Damn. No, it doesn't. Nah, give over. My South African neighbour thinks it's pretty good. Maybe he's just being nice to me because I give him FPL advice. Learn Swahili as a differential. Ah. It would be a differential. Learn Irish. What, an Irish accent? They don't actually speak Irish in Ireland, really, do they? Right, we are so far off tangent. We've got 22 minutes until first kickoff. And, wait, is it 12? Oh, is it 12 o'clock kickoff? No! Wait, what time's kickoff? I'm all up, my brain is just frazzled. It's 12 o'clock kickoff. No, it's 12:30. What? Oh, it's because the deadlines have moved. I'm confusing myself because the deadlines have changed this season. We've got ages to go. Dan, I'm glad you watch anime with subtitles and not with the dub. Oh, yeah. So, well, it depends. It depends how tired I am. I switch between the two. Portuguese, I learned a few Portuguese words when I went on holiday once. That wasn't an Afrikaans accent. It was more Xhosa or Zulu. Oh, damn. Your man says, Dan, please give a shout out. There you go, man. There's your shout out, your man. Kickoffs in 50 minutes. Yeah, I've absolutely done myself. But I don't know if I can. Do I stay on for a bit longer? Because I feel like I'm just chatting absolute rubbish. Like, how interesting is this? I bet the stream is down to like 200 viewers. Yeah, we're at 400 actually. That's quite a lot more than I thought. I'm sure you guys just want to get on with your day rather than stick around here. So I'm not going to hold you here, guys. You can get on with your day. I'm sure you've got interesting stuff to do. I know I haven't. Now I've got to work on my video as well and watch the football and yeah, all kinds to do. So guys, thank you so much for watching today, joining me on this stream. It was fun as always. Always love doing these streams with you guys, especially the bit after deadline where we just get to talk about any random stuff that we like. And yeah, I guess. Well, I'll see you on. It'll probably be tomorrow. I'll do a proper FPL video on strategy for Gameweek 26, Gameweek 29. Milner for fantasy. Please answer. Nah. What day? It's Premier League day. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. See you later, guys. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, just have a wonderful day and good luck this game week. Most of all, good luck this game week, guys. Hope you all smash it. See you tomorrow for the video.